All right, guys, welcome back to another 500. Again, I apologize if the fan sound bugs you. I'm not sure if it's coming through or not, but think of it as ASMR or some crap. Um, Gotta have the fan on. It is hot AF in this house. Um, I live in an old three-story house in Midtown Kansas City, and it's really poorly insulated. And as soon as I have some money to remedy that, I will. You can have people come in and blow insulation into walls and stuff, but it's probably going to be like 10,000. So it'll be some time before I can do that. But for the time being, it's just freaking hot here, man. It's got up to 100 yesterday. It's been in the 90s. High humidity sucks. So anyway, I thought I'd just bop over here and show you how it's going so far. I do love this far view here that you can see all of my allies in blue, including my two new allies of Bombay and Hyperbad. You can see Sydney down here. All this stuff is moving now. A lot of this is moving. A lot of this is moving, and they're streaming up my super highway here. A lot of this I captured and built railways as I went. My ally here captured this and is also building a railway. And he started a little later than this one, but he did it, so that's great. Again, I'll go from 90 for my infantry and tanks down to 70, I think 70.3, and then back up to 90. So 70.3 is not bad. If you have an ally and you need to traverse their land, it's always a good idea. If they're willing to build a railroad, it helps you a lot. And then, of course, this is Bombay here. He also is my ally, so all of this blue, I'm traveling 70.3 kilometers per hour until I come back around to here. All right, so a couple of things happening here. One thing that I'm not super happy about is for some reason Bombay came in and took this territory, which was originally sort of one of the goalposts, really, or boundary points. I asked him if I could have from here in Baripada all the way to down here to Samar Lakota, and he said yes. And then for some reason he ran into guys and took it. So I'm not super stoked about that. That is a double resource coastal tile. I was planning on having 4 of those, so that I could, or no, 3 rather, just 3, 1, 2, 3, so that I could start to produce additional navy. And I really wanted to have a naval president's presence to sail around India here into a confrontation with those devastating Western powers over here. So that's very unfortunate. Now, I will say this. This is what keeps me from getting super pissed off about it. Oh, but Bombay has plans. I noticed that Otago was reaching to take this, and I thought, okay, well, maybe Bombay took that one up there. So since I see that Bombay is actually going to take this, so you see what I'm saying? Like, Otago didn't know anything about. I mentioned to them. I said we're going to get a beachhead in the central region here, but I didn't tell them the demarcations. So I just now noticed that he's bombing in, and he does have some troops coming behind down here, 51 and 45, but they're too far away, and it looks like Bombay is going to get there first and take this. So keeping that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and ask Bombay to gift this back to me. Again, I thought, well, if Otago is going to take this double tile, then I can't get mad at Bombay for taking this double tile, even though none of it has anything to do with me. I'm still really not sure why he bounced in here and took this right out from under me. Like I had troops moving towards it, and he just walked in with 2. Oh, by the way, I bombed it out with my navy, and this territory here, I believe, rebelled over to Bombay. No, this is Hyperbad. So if it rebelled back, it was, so he must have taken this one too. But I was okay with that. Like, this was my demarcation. I can actually go to this is Samar Lakota. I can go back to our correspondence here and show you where he specifically says, okay, just here we go, confirm Samar Lakota to Baripada and to Jodhpur in the west. So there it is, man. So I'm going to go ahead and send him something off camera and just say, hey, dude, If you would gift that back, that'd be super great. That'll give me 3 double coastal tiles that I can really start to churn out. Oh no, this is a double tile as well. So I was thinking it was 4. That will give me 4 coastal tiles that I can really start to churn out some naval might, and really, honestly, just forget about my factories in mainland Oz. Um, I They're so far away now that it doesn't make any sense to be building there. I will continue building here, and as I did build some stuff along here on my double tiles, so I'll be able to use this production as well for that fight in the Northwest. But overall, Oz is done. Oz is now mainland Oz is going to be where I get my soldiers, really. So every few days, I'll gather up the soldiers and send them to the front along my superhighway. So I will deal with that off cam. Meanwhile, I'm continuing to conquer on up north and to the west up until I get to Jodhpur. Jodhpur is all the way over here. That's the furthest west that I'm going to push. I do see that somehow I went to war with East Punjab, or rather, he went to war with me. That's okay too. I'll just spike this corner heavily and then move west. And then if I can take a few of his toys as well, I will. Might as well, right? And that'll just give me more of a profile here in Asia as we look towards moving in this direction. So this is, Southern Coalition of Majority, who I view as an ally. This is also Southern Coalition of Majority. We need to reach out to them and let them know that we're not a threat to them, but that we are hoping to team up with them against this monster over here, Aberdeenshire. So we'll see what happens. I think Endmaker used to be part of the Spice Enjoyers. I'm not sure about that, but I just don't know why he picked a fight with me. It doesn't make any sense. I've got like 500 troops here, maybe 600 or 700 troops here, and I'm just streaming in more all the time. I've got 500 more that are coming from the east. So within a few days, especially once all these boys arrive from mainland Oz, let me just gather them up and show you. This is one sort of shipment, 293 infantry there. And then if you move up, there's so many troops that the computer doesn't know what to do. If I gather all these guys that are also moving upwards, you'll see 618. So just nuts. So altogether, about 1,000 are marching in this direction right now. I already have about 500 there. And so for whatever reason, that guy declared war on me. I think maybe he had some troops down here or something, but they didn't vacate, I guess, and maybe they got caught in a crossfire. I'm not sure. I didn't actively attack anybody, but it's hard to tell in these kind of shooting wars, who's attacking whom or whatever. Sometimes you accidentally attack people or whatever. Anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll just continue to capture the rest of this corridor until I get to Jodhpur, and then I'll come back and cast another episode. So it'll probably be a couple more days before I cast another one of these, another 500s. But things are getting interesting. They really, really are. Oh, look at this. Okay, so yeah. So this is what I've kind of decided is I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and take one of these or two of these territories over here. Although, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I was thinking that would be kind of somewhat retaliatory for that double territory that what's his name took. But I don't want to go that route. I'm rethinking this. I don't want to go that route. I really want to just see if he'll just give me that territory back. There's really no reason for him to have taken it. I think I mentioned on the last episode, I didn't even want to take this one because it is outside of our treaty. Our treaty was to Barapada here and no further. And I was going to get everything in between. I don't know how this happened. This may have been a rebellion. This might have been that this territory rebelled away from me and into Hyperbad's arms. I don't care. I really don't care. What I need is a highway through here. It does kind of suck. I wish my highway could have gone straight across and up. Really this is all just about expediting my troops quickly to the front so that we can face that beast in the west. So anyway, I'll come back once I've got all this conquered. I'll also start to kind of look into what I'm going to do about East Punjab, and hopefully I will have convinced this guy who doesn't even have land around it. Like, why is he even there? Um, just weird that he sent guys to capture these two territories, but even weirder that he captured specifically a territory that we had covered in our treaty. So we'll see if I can fix things. It does kind of suck that Otago is attacking down here outside of the treaty area. There's no question about that. This was, as far as I understood, this was to be gifted or ceded rather to over to Hyperbad and Bombay. So Bombay just doesn't have a lot of material in the area to take it, honestly. These are all one stacks. It looks like most of his stuff, a lot of his stuff, and this is baffling to me as well. There's just a lot of stuff over here. Maybe he's starting to move it, but I did notice there's just a lot of material on this side of the map. So yeah, look at this. Why is this here? If you're watching, Bombay, help me to understand why you have a giant sack of 400. Oh, actually, it does make sense because there's really nothing stopping us from moving further north into Greater Asia here. Of course, I have my two allies up here who are also doing a great job of expanding and enlarging their domains up into Siberia and, up into Russia up here. So, okay, I get it. Yeah, there's a lot of unconquered stuff in the middle here that can still be taken. I tend to think of having everything to the west, but that's not necessarily the case. There's a lot to do over here. You can see, of course, South Borneo here. My ally has a strong foothold, or South Dutch Papua, sorry, has a good foothold here and is continuing to stream troops in and use his navy to conquer more lands. So that's good news too. The bluer Asia gets, the better off we are, right? So we really want to allow all of our guys to expand and get as many territories as we can, because that's who grows the infantry. When we get late into this game, we're going to see stacks of 2,000-3,000 infantry, 50, 60, 70 cannon. We're going to see swarms of aircraft going at each other. So the more area we get, the better. This is going to be good stuff. All right. Thanks for checking in, guys. This is another 500, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios, mi amigos.